Hi, students. How are you doing? Welcome to Naya Sim. Thank you so much for the support. Hope you all are doing great. Did you people really see the video where the US Senator's husband, refuses to look at Kamala Harris, and also he refused to shake hands with her? And he was acting like somebody that is in bondage, that is living in bondage, because his attitude and his body language was just very off, right? So during the swearing in, Kamala Harris got closer. He was running away because why are you running? A full-grown man, like an adult for that matter, somebody's husband, somebody's son, sorry, somebody's father, putting up such attitude, right? And when she tried shaking hands with him, the man refused to bring out his hand. And to my great surprise, he was carrying Bible. And I am asking, so what does that Bible represent? And the one tried collecting the Bible from him so he was just trying to run away. His body language was just so off. And I am asking what is wrong with him because I don't understand why he tried disgracing Kamala Harris. But something I am going to tell you is that I love the fact that he showed himself, right, one down many months ago, because he actually has shown to the world that he is a racist. And he is also doesn't care about her or something like that. And he must actually not care, but that attitude he displayed there was just enough for us to know the kind of person he is. You know what? Let's get into this video.
This is the United States Senator from the state of Nebraska, Deborah Fisher. And standing beside her is her racist, corpse-colored, 1 foot in the grave, crypt-keeping husband, Bruce. And Bruce decided to show his true racist colors at the swearing-in ceremony for his wife to the United States Senate, conducted by Vice President Kamala Harris. Let's take a look at what happened.
Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you for your work. Thank you. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Okay, sure. Okay.
That way just a little bit. There you go. Thank you so much.
Once again, we're reminded that racism trumps decorum every time. And as somebody born and raised in the South, I'm used to the kind of racism that Bruce here just displayed, because black people are good enough to clean after you and do all the work, but you still don't want them touching you. I want you all who run around here and want to have kumbaya moments and play nice with bigots and racists to understand the following. We are not the same. Because while you all are running around here playing kumbaya, I am looking for active volcanoes to throw all of them into at a moment's notice. And I'm also contemplating throwing you all into it also. So this comment by GB was left on the video where I was talking about this corpse-colored, 1 foot in the grave, crypt-keeping racist husband of Deborah Fisher, a senator from Nebraska, Bruce here, and his refusal to shake Kamala Harris's hand at the swearing-in ceremony for his wife in the United States Senate. Now, in the face of reality of a video of this incident, GB left the following comment. But like another TikToker said, he had his cane in one hand and the Bible in his other hand. Thus the reason he didn't shake her hand. Should be shake, but I digress. Let's take a look.
Congratulations. Thank you for your work. Thank you. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Okay, sure. Okay.
That way just a little bit. There you go. Thank you so much.
You can literally see Deborah Fisher take the Bible from her husband so he can shake the extended hand of Vice President Harris. And you can see when his wife takes the Bible from him, he puts his hand in his pocket to avoid shaking Vice President Kamala Harris's hand. Now, to summarize for those of you all who believe in alternative facts, Deborah takes the Bible from her husband. Her husband proceeds to put his hand in his pocket to avoid shaking the hand of Vice President Kamala Harris. Two good active volcanoes are all we need. Two good active volcanoes.
If this doesn't perfectly exemplify the fragility of the YT male ego, I don't know what else does. This is the fucking vice president of the United States who just swore his wife in for her third term. He couldn't even bring himself to give her a simple handshake after this was over. Just shows exactly how intimidated white tea men get when it comes to black people in positions of power. I mean, look at this photo right here. If this doesn't perfectly show you guys the representation of how black people are treated in America when we are overqualified, when we are at the table, that there's still a clear line that they don't want us to cross. Because how else are we supposed to protect these YT folks' egos? How else are they supposed to keep themselves above water when an overqualified black person, black woman specifically, is standing right next to them? The amount of hate, bigotry, racism, slanderous shit that was thrown at Kamala Harris during her time when she was campaigning for president was what should go down in history as some of the most disgusting things that you can say about a human being just because she's a black woman. But at the very least, you should at least show some fucking decorum when the vice president is swearing in your wife. But when it comes down to these fucking grown Vienna sausages, they could never just decenter themselves, even for a moment. That fragility has to be peaked through all points of their life. But it just goes to show that even when it comes to the fucking government, to the American government, that no matter what we do, no matter how qualified we are, no matter where we stand, this is how they would treat us. And especially black women. So imagine this on a broader scale when it comes down to her black women's representation in corporations, in schools, in all of these things. Overqualified, underrepresented, and constantly disrespected. Kamala Harris showed America itself. Kamala Harris showed America itself. And nobody can run from it. And even though she may have lost, I am very happy to have been a supporter of her. I am very happy to have gone to the front lines, made content, and did everything I possibly could to support this woman. And I fucking do it again. But this level of bitch assness, this level of fear and intimidation that is exuding from this man, trust me when I say that every last one of these fragile white tea male and female politicians, when I say get fucked, you fucking weirdos. And I hope you don't have a nice...
The husband of United States Senator Deb Fischer from Nebraska decided not to look at or shake the hand of Vice President Kamala Harris at Deb Fischer's swearing-in ceremony. And y'all are saying that this is rooted in racism and rooted in white supremacy. And I'm here to prove y'all wrong. Deb Fischer is going into her third term in Congress, and so we have some other swearing-in ceremonies to look at. 6 years ago, then Vice President Mike Pence swore in his wife, and clearly he does not look at Vice President Mike Pence. And clearly he does not even shake his hand. Let's go back to 2013. Then Vice President Joe Biden swears his wife in. And clearly he does not look at Joe Biden. And clearly he does not shake his hand. So this claim that this man not looking at Vice President Kamala Harris, not shaking her hand, is rooted in white supremacy, rooted in racism, is just wrong. At every swearing-in ceremony is not looked at and not shaken the hand of the Vice President.
Get this. So during the swearing-in ceremony of the 119th session of Congress, Republican Senator Deb Fischer's husband refused to shake hands with Vice President Harris. Take a look.
I solemnly swear to support and defend the Constitution of the United States. Thank you. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for your work. Thank you. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Okay. Welcome. Okay, sure.
I wasn't going to talk about this. This is a viral story that took place on yesterday, and it was triggering and it was hurtful to me. So I wasn't going to do a video talking about this. I actually did a little paragraph post talking about how hurtful it was to watch Madam VP be demoralized and disrespected on the national scale. Sorry, y'all, that's my printer going off in the background. It's doing some updating and recalibrating, you know. But when I posted this, a lot of you all came back and said that you weren't embarrassed. It is them that should be embarrassed. And all of that is fine and good. But this was a post talking about how I felt about the situation, how it was traumatizing to watch, how it was triggering to watch, how it was hurtful to me to see that. And then I got this comment. Do you think it also has something to do with Kamala being a Democrat and that she ran against Trump? And I responded to this commenter and said, stop this shit. Black people know racism when we see it. Now I know that this commenter didn't intend for the message to be received the way that I received it. That is why we all need to learn intent versus impact. Because I'm sure that the commenter didn't intend for me to take offense to their comment, but I did. That comment was an insult to my intelligence. I have been a Black woman all of my life. I will be 55 years old in August. In all of my life, I've been dealing with hatred and racism from racist white people. Racist white people and racists from other marginalized communities. I know what it looks like and I know what it sounds like. And this is racism.
Hi. Do you want to come here, Bruce? Is it taking the ground? In the middle? Scoot over a little? No. It's okay, we're fine. We're gonna fight. Don't worry. Okay. We're ready. Okay.
Do you solemnly swear to support and defend the Constitution of the United States?
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for your work. Thank you. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Okay, sure.
And that way just a little bit. There you go. Thank you so much. Ready? 1, 2, and 3. Hold it. Ready? 1, 2, and 3. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Proceed. Okay.
There. 1 second.
I know what racism looks like. In that moment, that man did his best to demoralize Madam VP, to dehumanize Madam VP, to be as disrespectful as possible. And Madam VP rose to the occasion. But I know she was screaming on the inside, because as a Black woman, I would have been screaming on the inside. It had nothing to do with Kamala Harris being a Democrat. I don't know this man. I've never seen this man before in my life. I've never heard of his wife. But I can look at him and tell that he has a racist hatred for Black people. And for that commenter to get down in my comments and attempt to make it be a portion of anything else other than that was infuriating to me. How dare you get down into the comment section of a Black woman that has been dealing with this. This is her regular existence in this country, navigating daily in this country. For you to insinuate that it could be anything else, as if I'm not intelligent enough, as if my experiences aren't real enough. Now again, I'm sure your intent wasn't to be insulting, but that was the impact. I want to let you and other white people know that you will never know more about racism than Black people in this country. I don't care about how many documentaries you've watched. I don't care about how many books you've read on the subject. You've never experienced it. You will never know more about racism than Black people in this country. Now, peeps, I know y'all be ready to ride out. Please don't go over messing with this lady, because I truly believe what she intended wasn't how it was received. But to her and all of the white people that are in Black spaces, yeah, learn the difference between impact versus intent. And keep in the back of your head when you're down in the comments section attempting to contribute to a conversation about racism, you do not know more than that Black person on the subject of racism. Shout out to Madam VP. She proved yesterday that she was more than deserving of all of our votes. She also showed me that it's going to be hell for Black people in this country for the next 4 years, because these racists are emboldened. They don't care. They feel they've got carte blanche to spew their ugly, hateful, racist behavior. And yet they don't understand why we don't want to have anything to do with them. That's MAGA world. That's Republicans. This type of behavior is why people who voted Democrat want nothing to do with you.
So I'm sure by now many of you have seen the video that's circulating online of the senator from Nebraska whose husband refused to acknowledge or even shake Vice President Kamala D. Harris's hand during the swearing-in ceremony on the floor of the United States Senate. Now, we're not surprised at this, because 4 years ago we saw a certain group of Americans show their behinds after the candidate that they elected did not win. These people broke into the Capitol, was looking to lynch the sitting vice president, had taken over the chamber and all of that. But we should not be surprised at the extent to which we're seeing white hostility directed at Black people in this country. And I wish I could say it's going to get better. It's only going to get worse. The election of Donald Trump 8 years ago, empowered white people in a way that we have not seen in a very long time. And I'm afraid that this current election is going to further embolden white supremacists and other white terrorist organizations to continue to be bold when it comes to expressing open racial hostility. Black people all around the world have had to display profound levels of professionalism despite being disrespected, despite being competent. And when we finally go off, we're the problem. And so Kamala Harris, who is the first Black woman to serve as vice president, has had to display a level of resolve, and she should be commended for not ever losing her cool while on the national stage. Having said that, though, America has a problem. And until white people decide that they need to stop hating Black people for simply existing, we're going to continue to go down this road. They've attacked voting rights. They've attacked DEI. Every single policy that has been designed to correct the wrongs of racism, the sins of their fathers, the sins of their ancestors, they're using this opportunity to attempt to roll back the clock. But here we have a message for y'all. We're not going back. Our ancestors paid for this nation through their sweat, their blood, their lives, and even their tears. And I'd be damned if we're going to go back to experiencing racial oppression in this particular country. So Kamala Harris, good job. At the end of the day, as Glorilla said, the day gotta end. But to real talk, people, we are at a period in our politics where these levels of hostility that we're seeing is rising. But one thing is for sure, trust and believe that the team Donald Trump has assembled, they share a common unity around racial hostility. Many of them are incompetent, but there is no honor among thieves. This team is going to crumble primarily because they're going to infight. And so, yeah, this is what it is. I just wanted to come on and talk about that because that was very interesting today.
Let me show y'all the utter disdain and lack of class we have in store for us with this Republican Party. Okay, so in this video, you have Kamala Harris swearing in the senators and they're coming up with their families. Now watch, look at this man right here. Look. He walks around everybody, goes around Kamala Harris. She's shaking everybody's hand, making sure that everybody is, welcomed. He walks around her. Look, he doesn't even want to get close to her. Look. I won't bite. Look, he's not even trying to be close to her. And she's like, okay. Like, it's obvious. So then she does the swearing in. She says that. They shake hands. Now watch what he does. Watch this. Look. And then he puts his hand in his pocket. Like, no respect. These are Republicans. This is what we have to look forward to.
So this is all I got from this video. And when I saw this video, guess what? I don't think if I was really very mad. Hear me out why I said so. Sometimes it's good to know your enemies, right? Because when you know your enemies, you absolutely will know how to handle them or how to tackle them, right? Now, I do not know what this man may have said behind Kamala Harris' back, right? But it all shows on this video, because how would an old man, when I say an old man behave the way he did, that tells you a whole lot. So, sincerely speaking, I am not mad. I love the fact that he also showed himself. He showed who he is. And he also made it clear and known that I am not for you. And I am not, I do not support you, or I am probably racist or something like that. That is very great. So at least we know the ones that we are. We know the ones that are the problems and the ones that are not the problem. But now, see, some people are really very mean. And I am really very sorry for the wife, the woman the man is married to, because how can somebody disgrace you like this? And to tell you that he has a Bible on him straight up, and he was holding the Bible, and Kamala Harris said, I don't buy it. This is just, some people will always look for a way to disgrace you, but shame on him, or the disgrace is on him for pulling that kind of stunt. I am going to say this. I think people, when things like this happens, people shouldn't be mad. People shouldn't be angry. At least one down, many months ago. Well, what do I mean by one down? At least you know this person doesn't like you, right? So he didn't pretend. He didn't hide it. Straight up, he made it known that I am not for you. I do not like you, or straight up. Because the way he was all acting up right there, he is very scared of her. I don't want to come in contact with you. It's just an extremist that would do something like that. Because tell me why a full-grown man, somebody's father or somebody's husband, an elder, we call them elder, How can an elder display this kind of character? I mean, it's really very questionable, but I love the fact, like I said, I love the fact that he shot himself. And I know Kamala Harris probably felt so bad about it, but sincerely speaking, there is no need to feel bad. At least you know the people that are riding with you and the people that are not riding with you. It's just really so amazing how somebody, for no just reason, you will be headed like no reason, you know. But I am just going to leave that for him, for the man, because I do not know why he displayed what he displayed. But that really shows you the kind of people or the kind of person he is. So I really feel so bad for them, because joke on them, him and the wife. I know the wife did not do anything, because the wife tried collecting the Bible from him to shake Kamala Harris. You saw him dodging, like he was just scared. Like, how can somebody's father be scared? Who are you scared of? Does Kamala Harris bite, or does she look like crocodile? I mean, some people are just weirdos. Sorry to use that, but that is, you all saw that video. It's in kind of mean, you know. But yeah, that's all I have to say. Let me know what you all think in the comment section, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye for now.